To the report, no change in the leaders on the big races. Let's take a look right at the screen. Rick Blangiardi continues to lead, with Keith Amemiya coming in second for mayor of the city and county of Honolulu. This is with another about 19,000 votes statewide added in. We expected about 12,000 votes added in. They found another batch to go ahead and rush into this vote, and it didn't really change things there. Let's go ahead up to the mayor of the county of Hawaii. Mitch Roth kept a commanding lead there. Ikaika Marzo going into a runoff with him. Incumbent mayor Harry Kim far, far behind those two leaders there. Let's go back over to the city and county of Honolulu area. We'll go down to prosecuting attorney. Steve Alm maintained his lead. Megan Cow retained her runoff position there above Jackie Esser, Dwight Nadamoto, and the others coming in third and fourth in that particular race there. Let's go down to see if there was any change in Honolulu City Council districts. None, same leaders there. Andrea Tupola in District 1, Esther Kia Aina in District 3, going into runoff with Greg Thielen. In District 5, Calvin Say in runoff with Dave Watase, and Radiant Cordero and Jacob Aki. In District 7, Willis Sparrow and Augie Toba in District 9. Here's a number I'm going to go ahead and plug into our sheet here in a second. 380,152. Let's put that in over here. 380,152 was counted up today. Okay, so here's where we're at. The initial printout had 368,000. This one had another, well, let me double check that, because I think we were expecting a little more, unless they're going to change the mail turnout into something else. Nope, they've blended everything. Technically is all the total turnout. 380,152. So we did add about 12,000 more votes in this one. They had initially said maybe they'd get about 19,000 in. Nope, it came up right on our projection of about 12,000. So what is left for overnight? That's the green line. All that is left to count is whatever was received by mail and was received by drop box harvesting as of today. Now, those have to be signature checked. They need signature validation. They'll be in an overnight printout. The best estimate we have from the Honolulu County Clerk is about 5,000 maybe in the drop boxes. We still don't have that official count. About 800 by mail, 5,800. The rest is a guess. We don't have the reports from the Big Island, Maui, or Kauai on what their mail today was and what their drop boxes today were. But even generously, estimating at about half of what Honolulu has. And on no date that I looked back in the past here have they had half of Honolulu, but let's shoot real high. Given them all that, even if there was another 14,000 or so ballots, that is a very high estimate. That would still mean that the 10 p.m. printout is giving us about at least 95% of the turnout, and the 7 p.m. hung in there at least 90% of the turnout. Again, it all depends what happens with these neighbor island numbers, because whatever those real numbers come out to be, that affects the percent of what we know so far. Either way, at least 9 and 10 votes are already counted, a very, very high number. Not much is expected to change. We'll begin to comb through each and every individual race, because some of the races that, if there are sectors where it's down to a handful of votes, there are outstanding ballots with signature issues, mismatches, or pending signatures that have 5 days until after the election, after election day, to validate their identity.